Hello and welcome to the dreary English summer that we have going on at the moment. Because of course, it is the first week of July. I have some quests that I need to do, and today is the first day that I'm going to officially start doing those quests. But first, we are taking a walk. As you can clearly see around me, we are walking. Unfortunately, it's necessary in order to help kickstart the dopamine. Thank you, ADHD, you're a real trooper there. Love you so much for it. I give and give and give, and what do I get in return? Nothing. I wasn't initially going to take a walk, but when I sat down to sort of prepare and do my work, I wasn't feeling as motivated and energetic as I usually do towards doing it. The only difference is today I haven't done any walking whatsoever. It was raining, had to take the kids to school in the car because we were going to be late otherwise. Yeah, that was the only difference, is that I had not had my typical morning walk, whether that is to school or to work itself. So that is what we are doing now, and hopefully when I get back it will have kick-started the dopamine and my pure motivation into actually doing the work that I need to do today, which I will discuss more when I actually get back into the house. Like I said, short walk, basically just listening to the epically musical Thunder Saga over and over again. At the moment it's ended me, seriously. So that's going to serve as some fun inspiration for what I'm going to be working on next, I can tell you that right now. So enjoy some sights, and I'll see you when I get back to the house to do some work. I made tea and then went for a walk. Did I need to throw away the entire cup of tea that I made? Technically, no, but it is sacrilege for a British person to put their tea in the microwave to either A, make it in the first place, or B, to reheat it. So the only thing I was allowed to do was make a fresh mug. I have that now, so hopefully I will not forget about it again, and we can get on with our day, my next 2 hours before the kids get home from school. I have stuff to do. I've wasted my entire morning, so let's get to it. Now that we are in quarter 3, all of my fun work and all of the ideas I have had throughout the entirety of quarter 2 can finally begin. One of my quests is to finish revision for And So We Covet and Of Stars and Smoke and Other Intangible Things. We are going to start with And So We Covet because that is the one that, one, I'm currently actively working on. 2, has been in the revision process for about 2 years now. And I've basically just gotten past midpoint because I haven't worked on it in like a year and a half. No excuse for that. And I know everything that I need to change in And So We Covet. I have done all of the prep work for it. So let's see how quickly we can get that done and dusted and out of the way and sent off for betas or whatever else it is I need to do for it. And then I can start fully focusing on Of Stars and Smoke and Other Intangible Things once this behemoth is out of the way. We are going to be doing that today. And we are also going to be starting one thing and trying a second thing, all at the same time, because I want to do everything at once. I don't have enough time to not do it all at once, so that's what we're doing now. You may have noticed I say quests, I do not say goals. The reason I say quests instead of goals is because goals is a bad word in my head. Not inherently bad, of course, but goals in my head sounds like a red word. You know, it is work, it is hard, there are deadlines, this is a goal, you have to do it, you have to achieve it. If you don't achieve it, bad. And I didn't like that sort of attribution in my head towards the word goal. It sort of made everything in regards to my writing feel a bit more serious. And I'm not saying that it's not serious, but my brain tries to sort of actively take a step back from anything that is too hard and too serious, because it doesn't want the hard work. It's not looking forward to the hard work, and goals make it sound like hard work. It makes it sound like something you have to achieve, and if you do not achieve it, you're a terrible person, and I hated feeling like that. So now I call them quests. Quests is a video game term. Quests is fun. Quests is adventurous. It's going on a fun journey and making friends along the way and fighting evil. But that's in the future. That's not now. So quests, because it just sounds nicer in my head. It's not a bad word. One of the things that is sort of helping me do all of my work is making it sound like more fun with the word quest. I did need a better system to sort of keep track of my writing things, but my everyday life things as well. Using my bullet journal is come and go with it. I needed a space where I could write down everything that came into my head that I needed to do. In order to put it on, I guess it would be a to-do list of sorts. Except I can't use a to-do list because, again, a to-do list is something you need to do. It is daunting. My brain has so much difficulty in the moment, especially differentiating between what I need to do and what I don't need to do immediately. So it can't, and I can't think of the term that it is I want to use. Prioritize. I can't prioritize, basically. And the way that I have sort of come up with overcoming this prioritization, while also still keeping track of everything I wanted to do, while also making it fun and sort of engaging for me and the dopamine and my brain, and hopefully to keep it a little bit more interesting, is come up with, if I can get one out, because I sneakily printed these off at work. Don't tell anyone. I can't get one out. I work with stationery and paper all the time. Why is this so difficult? I have come up with, which is probably not a new idea, let's be honest, but this is what I have, is my quest board. It's my quest board. And yes, I did quests. I made it sound fun. This is the little board that you have in the video game where you want to do something around the big thing you need to do. You come to the quest board in order to figure out what it is you need to do and plan your day. Quest board. Let me show you. So this is my quest board, which I'm really excited to start using. I really hope it's going to actually help me work with my ADHD and prioritizing all of the tasks I need to do and getting things done. It is something that is in my face, so I'm going to be able to see it every day, but it's not as daunting as a list of things I have to get done. It's something fun and exciting for me to do. There's no real pressure, hopefully, is what I'm hoping by using this quest board. So we have our main quest, our main thing that we need to get done, or things. In the middle, this is, depending on what time frame I'm using, I'd say weekly I'd use this for. That is the main thing that I need to get done that week. The main quest might be the same over multiple weeks, depending on what it is. At the moment, my main quest is to finish the revisions for And So We Covet. So that would be going in the middle here. We have side quests here at the top, which are not as important as the main quest, but things that we need to get done within this specific time frame. So we'll say weekly, this is everything we need to get done for the main thing. This is everything not as important we need to get done this week. We have our future quests. These are things which do not fall into the time frame you're using. Things that you need to get done, but they are for the future things. They are not important right now. If you can do them, you can do them, but they're things that you will need to think about, so you can keep everything updated as you go forward. You do not need to think about them now. Here in the bottom corner, we have Epiphany. There are so many times over the weeks where I will be doing something and I'll think to myself, oh, I also need to do this. That goes in Epiphany. Things that you think of that you need to do, which are maybe not super important and you need to get done right away, but you will need to add to some form of your quests in the future. And then we have rewards, because I need to know what I'm going to get when I complete my main quest. These are the rewards I want. So if I see something I like, if I know that I need to buy myself something or want to buy myself something, I'll write it down here as a reminder. This you can pick from this list once your main quest has been completed. Make it less like work and more like play. My ADHD will hopefully cling to it, maintain it, and keep it being used. Is hopefully the plan. So that is what I'm going to be utilising over the next quarter, just to see how it works, to see if I can maintain my motivation, to see if it does help me sort of prioritise everything that I need to do. My quest board, which I should fill out now, with the only thing that I can think of that I know, actually, there are other things I need to put on here. Hang on. There we go. I filled my quest board out for the next week. I say week, we'll see how long this lasts me. To be fair, nothing specifically has a massive deadline, except maybe get it done by the end of the quarter. So the main quests are revision of And So We Covet. To prep of Stars and Smoke and Other Intangible Things is something which is a main thing I need to do, so I'm just going to put it there for now. Side quests, I have my secret projects, and then a couple of rewards on there as well. I don't have anything for the future except maybe film videos, but that's in my bullet journal. I don't know whether I want to put them on here or not, because that's basically going to take up everything. We don't need that. And I haven't had any epiphanies yet because I've just started working on it. So we will see how this helps me, and if this helps me prioritize and keep my motivation for doing the stuff that I need to get done instead of procrastinating it. So now we're going to get into the actual quest portion of this writing vlog. It's been terrible so far. I apologise, I've been talking too much. Which is the main quest of revision for And So We Covet. I have had varying degrees of success over the past couple of months in revising this novel. I get really, really inspired to do it, and I'm really good with it for a few chapters, and then I sort of lose steam and I'm not bothered to do it anymore. Especially when we get to those chapters where I don't have a lot of revisions to make, because it is just literally, oh, I've done it, there's nothing new. It's not exciting for me anymore. One thing I'm determined to take with me after completing the 1991 challenge is setting myself up to do some writing even after a long day at work, even if I'm feeling stressed, even if I'm not feeling my best, to just try and get something done. The 1991 challenge was great. I was live streaming. I sort of had no choice in the matter to go live and then do or not do some work. That was the accountability there that made me at least try to focus. I don't have that anymore. I have just me, myself and I, and me, myself and I sucks with stuff like that. So what I'm going to be testing over the next 3 months is different options for what is known as a traffic light system. I first heard about this sort of system specifically geared towards people with ADHD from Hayley Honeyman. I will link her channel down below. She has a fantastic channel dedicated to managing ADHD. Basically, the traffic light system, as she explains it, is having 3 different versions of what it is that you want to do, work with how you are currently feeling. So good, better, best. Let's say one of the things I want to do is take a walk. My best or my green walk would be a lovely 90-minute walk. I'm good, I'm feeling great, I've got the energy, let's go out and do the thing. That is the best that I can do. My better or orange would be a 45-minute to an hour walk. I'm not feeling the best, but I'm not feeling terrible. that is the energy that I have to put into it. And then my good or my red, when I'm really not feeling great, I really don't want to do anything, but I still want to do the things I want to do, would be taking a 15-minute walk. That way I'm still doing what I want to do, but the effort that I'm putting into it changes depending on how I'm feeling. I'm also still fulfilling the specs for that specific version of the routine, so I don't end up feeling terrible that I'm not doing 90 minutes. I'm not doing that routine, I'm doing my 15-minute routine. If I explained that terribly, I do apologise. That specific video will be linked down below. We're going to implement that in my writing sessions. So I want to at some point have and implement a proper system for when I'm feeling amazing, when I'm feeling not so great, and when I'm feeling sucky. So no matter what I'm feeling, I have a routine to do that I'm comfortable with, that will still get me to do at least a little bit of work, so I don't feel like a complete arse that I have done absolutely nothing at all, which will inevitably make me feel even worse, and then we'll spiral, and we don't want that. Despite the fact I'm feeling quite chipper today, I have reached a point in this novel where I'm like, oh, there's nothing to change, I don't want to. So we are going to be testing a productivity method for ADHD called the 10-3 method. Now, technically, this is geared towards children. We're not going to think about that. But basically, the 10-3 method is a little version of a Pomodoro. You will write, focus, whatever you need to do for 10 minutes, take a 3-minute break. And then move on to another 10 minutes, take another 3-minute break, and then 10 minutes. And then what I've set out is after those 30 minutes, I will then take a longer 15-minute break, and then we will go back into another round of 10/3. 10 minutes, because 10 minutes is not a lot of time to focus at all, and I should be able to get at least a little bit done. It's not long enough for me to just sit here and be like, oh my God, when is this timer going to end? Hopefully it's going to be more of a, okay, I've only got 10 minutes, like, I might as well do something, it's 10 minutes, whatever. The biggest point we have with the 10-3 method is for the 3-minute break, it's an active break. So we don't be like, break, let me scroll on my phone, let me watch something on YouTube. We don't have time for any of that. We get up, we move around, we do a chore, we go to the toilet, we have a snack, we get some tea. We're up physically moving, being active instead of staying stationary. And then when the timer goes off, we go back into the 10 minutes, hopefully not having fallen into some sort of technological distracted trap. We will see how well it works, keeping me from getting distracted when I feel like I want to be distracted, because nothing is new and that will bore me, and when I get bored I get distracted. And we'll see how focused I can stay, if my inspiration will kickstart itself working in such small chunks, and if staying active in between the writing will sort of keep the dopamine levels at a decent level to want to continue working. So thank you for listening to that massive ramble that I just did. Let's get started. I rambled for so long my tea went cold. Not too cold to drink, too cold to enjoy in the way that I like to enjoy tea, which is just slightly too hot to drink. Now it's just like, it's like a warm cup of and not like a, that feels so nice and warm and toasty drinking that tea. So that's disappointing. I was looking forward to a nice hot cup of tea. My British ramble got in the way. And that would be the ADHD medication. Making me more sociable. I hate it. How absolutely depressing is my mood board background right now? There used to be 7 projects on here. Now there is 4. It looks so empty. But I have to do what I have to do, and I've decided that these 4 are the ones that need my main focus, so they have become the main focus. Hello Scrivener, how are you today? And here is Aunt Zoe Covet. Yes, I write in pastels. Yes, I love it. I think maybe it helps, I'm not 100% sure. 1 second. Done. We're only done with the first set of 10/3s. I'm gonna do a second set. What's the time? I can do a second set, maybe a third. We'll see how long we have. It went faster than I thought it did, which was nice in a way, because I'd gotten so consumed, I guess, with writing what it was that I was writing. It's going okay. It's going well. No! What have I done? What have I done? Why am I filming this instead of cleaning it up? Why is T cursing me today? It's the second time I've spilled tea on this book. You can see here. Second time I've spilled tea on this manuscript over the past couple of weeks. I'm so sorry. Seriously, it's this cup. This cup, you know what? It's this cup, right? It says oops a daisy. This is a cursed mug. How dare you? I'm so sorry. Okay, we are on another 15-minute break, and I didn't even realise we had done 3 sets of the 10. So, yay, now I'm invested in what I'm doing. And is it quite fair to test it when I wasn't really feeling that terrible? No, but it's more the productivity that I'm getting out of it. Do I think I could do this when I'm feeling terrible? You know what? Yes, I think I could. The 10-3 method is actually working quite well. It's 10 minutes worth of work in which, if I am getting super involved, doesn't quite feel long enough. But because it's not feeling long enough when I am involved, I know that if I don't feel involved, it's not going to feel that long at all. And the 3-minute break, which also doesn't feel as long as it needs to be, is short enough that any motivation and inspiration I do have hasn't gone by the time I reach the next sprint. It's still there after those 3 minutes. It doesn't waver. I'm not stationary, not working long enough for the dopamine to drop off. So that is everything from me today. We have the quest board. We have the 10-3 method, which hopefully I'm going to effectively use as my good writing session routine. I'll let you know how that goes moving forward when I am feeling it a little bit red, I should say. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.